QVC.
The Real Pie Company is this hour. Now, thanks to me buddy, me Charlie, because he had a barnstorming hour of Real Pie Company with Brett and Christine yesterday. And I love that because 4 years ago, you first came onto QVC and we haven't looked back. We've been getting packed-filled pies from Sussex.
Cramped to the crust.
Cramped, and the occasional other, it's not just pies, the occasional sausage roll.
Sausage roll and a pasty.
Award-winning pasties. Many, in fact, of the pies and pasties and things that the Real Pie Company bring you are award-winning. You've got some fantastic pie awards, good food taste, you name it. They seem to attract awards everywhere they go. And that's because the value for money is incredible, but you've got that sort of baking, homemade baking.
We've got it down to a T. We've been doing it for 16 years. You know, we can make a good pie.
You can make a good pie. But you're not a massive, great factory, are you?
Not at all. It's a very small kitchen based in Crawley.
Yeah.
Everything's made in small batches with care, dedication, and people that really do care about what they're producing.
And that comes through, doesn't it, in these pies, I have to say. Have a look at some of the items we got coming up as well. Now, I say pies, but as we said, it's sausage rolls and pasties, of course. And these are absolutely amazing. This is the Real Pie Company assorted flavoured pasties.
Oh, yeah.
Because you do your favourite Sussex pasty, but this one that we see on screen there, that's not the Sussex pasty, is it?
No, that's a Medveg pasty, which also comes with a cheese, potato and onion pasty, a minced beef pasty, which is a Sussex pasty.
Yes.
And a chicken and ham pasty as well.
Wow. Brand new this week. Are we 10 to 14 days, I think?
We are, yeah.
Because you've literally got to make them.
These hands have got to start for
QVC price of £27, UK P&P £5.95. They are exquisite. 12 of them. Now, talking of the very busy hour last night, if you missed it, you missed a treat here. Now, the Real Pie Company brings you the Steak Lovers Variety Selection. It says limited stock. I think actually it did sell out, didn't it, last night?
It did.
And we're on advanced orders. Now, 6th of October, not long to wait, and my goodness, well worth the wait, Christine.
Great pack here. Got
Amazing.
so many nice steak pies in there. You're going to be sport for choice. Do you want me to tell you what they're going to be?
Why not? Go on,
you're
tempt
gonna
us further.
You're going to have your lovely steak and Guinness, 2 of those, 2 steak and kidney, 2 steak and field mushroom, 2 meat and potato, 2 steak and merlot, and then 2 peppered steak.
My favourite.
No, you know, they're my favourite. You can't be your favourite, they're my favourite.
Scrummy.
37.32 and free postage and packaging. We're celebrating, of course, here 4 years of the Real Pie Company here on QVC. Now, my producer's favourite, James, the sausage rolls. But these are assorted sausage rolls. I don't know whether he's seen these before, actually, or tasted these before, because he knows the traditional one.
He does.
But you've got some assortments
So
here.
we've got pork, leek and sage in that mix. And there's a pork, pear and Stilton as well, which is brand new to QVC, not available anywhere else.
Pork and pear.
Pork
And
and
pork, pear and
Stilton.
Stilton.
Oh, wow.
It
Quite
is.
special.
Pork and apple, but I've not had pork pear.
Do
Lovely.
you know, it's fantastic. Amazing flavours put together.
Apparently he's making his way down as we speak. You stay in your big gallery and you produce this show, James. 803, because it's going to be busy. 803-590, first time for everything he's just said. New this week, the Real Pie Company, 9 of the assorted sausage rolls. And look how packed they are.
Where's the air? There's no gap. It's crammed to the crust, handmade, hand crimped. It's a perfect sausage roll.
Some sausage rolls that you buy are like that Mr. Bean turkey. Do you remember you just literally pop into it and the whole thing deflates? And then there's this little sort of, I don't know, this little sauce at the bottom with a little bit of pork
I think
in
with
it.
the sausage rolls, quite often people equate a sausage roll with something that looks like it's pink. But actually, it shouldn't be pink. It should be pork minced. Pork that's in there, and that's more grey, and that's what you'll find ours is. So it's a really high quality sausage roll.
Well, right
Stunning.
from day one, you've sourced top produce to put into pies, pasties and so on. Now, we're starting off with this fabulous selection in front of us here. It is just awe-inspiring, and I tell you what, you will love this. It's brand new this week. From the Real Pie Company, we have the 16-piece anniversary, remember 4 years anniversary, assorted selection here. 43.56 and not just 45.36 at anniversary price down from £55, but free P&P.
Yeah.
So you're going to get these dispatched to you. I think this is a fabulous offer that you can see here as well. And again, this was on yesterday's show, so it was very, very busy. Perhaps you ordered some yesterday and you're thinking, do you know what? At that price with free P&P, let's get some more in as well. Because you can freeze these, can you?
Freeze everything for up to 6 months. Defrost before you reheat in the fridge overnight. You've got yourself a proper English meal.
Or you can eat them as they arrive,
Yes.
or you can reheat them and eat them as
Hot
they
or
arrive.
cold.
Yeah,
Perfect.
chilled, warm, lovely. This pack is absolutely amazing.
Tell us, Christine, what we're going to get.
Whether you've been used to having our pies before, or whether you're interested in trying a selection of real pie,
Yes.
this is a fabulous pack. You get such a selection, so you're going to get individual sized pies and pasties, and you're going to get some steak and kidney, so 2 steak and kidney in there,
Yes.
2 Cumberland sausage rolls,
Ooh.
2 of our award-winning pasties,
Lovely.
2 of our new chicken and sage and onion pies, 2 steak and Guinness pies. There's so many in here. Look,
I
2
know, they're
steak
all on
and
the screen
merlot,
and my eyes are getting bigger and bigger.
2 steak and field mushroom, and 2 meat and potato. So many different flavours, 2
So
of each.
if you've never tried, or you've been round to a friend's house and you've tried Real Pie Company and want to know how to get it, what a great set
It's
to
a real
get.
selection.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We do.
But it gets even better for you pie lovers because we have an auto delivery option. Now, it's a different item number, 803798. Now, what is brilliant is you get one in 10 to 14 days
Yep.
of these, and then you get another one in 60 days, and that means that you can cancel out of that after your first one, by the way, but that means that you will get the event price and you will get the free
Free
P&P.
P&P.
So
You can't go wrong.
if you love this, I would suggest that you go for that on the basis that you can cancel out if you're not happy. But I think you'll be delighted that you've picked up a double offer, so to speak. So that's 60 days after you'll get that second drop if you stay in the programme, which I recommend you do.
Do you know, we've
shall we
talked
get
about it
trying?
a lot, but can we just dig in and try some
Please.
of these
I think we
pies?
should.
So we've got a steak and Guinness one here for you
Ooh,
to
lovely.
try. So
I've got my fork ready.
yeah, I know. Look, I haven't
after
even got
yourself,
in there
Brett.
yet. So I'm going to open up the pie, and I'm going to just let you see
look
what's
at
in here.
that.
So knife and fork for you,
Thank you.
Dale.
Bless
Knife
you.
and fork for you, guys.
You tuck
and
into that
literally,
side. I mean, seriously.
I've got a fork as well,
Let me cut
because
this
otherwise I
out.
get left out.
Look at the size
So
of the
great
chunks
big
of...
chunks
Look at that.
of British steak.
That.
So full farm to fork traceability on that. British steak that just falls apart as soon as you put the fork into it.
Look at the size. I mean,
Enormous
that's
pieces.
yours. That's the one we've just randomly picked out, Christine.
Yeah. So huge pieces
Wow.
of, and look, if I put my fork in, I'm going to come out with one too.
Oh, my goodness.
So absolutely delicious, lean, 98% lean. So all meat in our pies, nothing else, nothing dodgy.
Wow.
Lovely, soft, mellow meat.
I made
British.
this... I think that's really important you say that. I got one of the... Well, we've eaten several kilos of your pies in the past. And yes, last night I said this, I know, on the Andy Peters Food Fest when we had the sausage rolls in, that my wife has often said to me when we've opened and enjoyed one of these pies, she said, imagine what it would cost me, that's her, to go to a butcher's and buy that quality meat, that amount of steak, or in that case it was
Yep.
chicken, I think we were talking about.
It's
But-
not just that, Dale, it's being able to make a nice pie.
Exactly.
A good quality pie with lovely, light pastry. It's beautiful filling. Women can do it, and so can men. But it's time consuming, it takes forever. So this whole pack of pies, can you imagine how long it would take you to make all of these, get them frozen, or, you know, cook them up and put them out for the family? This is an amazing selection, just arrives in the post, and all you do is eat them.
Buy them and pass them off as your own. A lot of people do it.
They do.
They're
They certainly
handmade.
do,
A lot of
yeah.
people don't admit to that, Brett, but a lot
We
of
don't
people do
mind.
it.
We don't mind.
So that was our steak
That
and Guinness pie.
pastry is... The pastry tastes so homemade, but it's got that beautiful glaze to it as well.
And on the bottom it's a short crust pastry,
Yeah.
and on the top it's just a very, very light puff pastry. The pastry is no more than 3 mil thick.
Really, really.
You know,
That's
you-
why it melts on in the mouth, doesn't
So
Exactly.
when you look, if you look, is all filling and very light, thin, crispy
it? Well,
pastry.
it enhances the flavour rather than crush it or anything else. I mean, obviously, we've been digging into that, but there's still plenty more meat in there.
Well, let's cut into a chicken pie.
Amazing.
I love
You're
the
getting
chicken
so
pies.
many pies here. 16 pies, remember, for that price of 45, 36. 16 pies. And these are packed. What's that lovely expression you have? Packed?
Crammed to the crust.
Crammed to the crust. And that's so important. Look at the size of this. Look at that. That is lean chicken breast, presumably.
It's all British and it's red tractor, so it's a beautiful piece of chicken, and it is, as I say, British chicken. Other, you know, you can get different types of cuts of chicken. And normally when you buy a pie, it's all different sort of cuts. We only put chicken breast in there. It's only British, but it's absolutely so moist. And the chicken, when we cook it, takes on all the flavours of the other items that we put in. So if we put leeks in, you can taste the leeks in the gravy and the sauce, really, but into the chicken.
I mean, look, seriously, look at these. These are chunks. This is not a paste that tastes like chicken. These are chunks of lean chicken breast. Seriously.
You've probably got a whole chicken breast in the pie. Well, if you think how much chicken actually costs these days.
To be honest, when you look in the supermarkets and you buy a chicken breast, it really is just about that. So
look, the flavouring is absolutely gorgeous and succulent, as you said.
And so well seasoned. You know, you can always put more salt and pepper on, but you can't take it out. If you get a pie that's over seasoned, it's horrible. This is perfect.
Now, these are cooked. Okay, this is the incredible thing about this. So you eat them as they arrive if you want to. A lot of people would say the best experience is when you reheat them, and particularly with the pies like this. I mean, some of them are like the pasties you can eat cold, but they are just absolutely beautiful. How long would I put that typically in an oven for?
So it goes in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes at about
Warm it
180
through,
Yeah,
right.
bring it so that it's nice and hot, because that way the outside, the crispy pastry is beautiful. When you push your knife through that pastry, you hear it crunch, you open it up, and you're just amazed by the chicken and the sauce, or the steak and the gravy, all just runs out. It's absolutely amazing.
And it's the value for money. Look at down the side of the screen there, exactly what you're getting in this selection, and then think about these. These are on, remember, the auto delivery. So in other words, that's, again, 1 in 10 to 14 days. That's one of these. And then you get in 60 days' time another one of these. So the reason you do that, why should you order now, is that you get the free P&P and you get the event pricing. But you're not paying £55 plus P&P, which it could be easily, and later shows you're going to be paying $45, $36 and no P&P.
The other thing, though, is isn't it nice to have such a nice selection of pies, rather than have, you know, 12 of one or 6 of one or something like that. You've got a massive variety there, so you can sit down with your family and friends, put the pies out on the table, and everybody's going to have something that they like.
Christine, I couldn't have put it better, because Brett and I were joking about how the peppered steak is our favourite real pie company. And honestly, I absolutely love it. But if you were to speak to my wife, as a family, we probably eat more chicken than anything.
Yeah.
So I like variety in food. I do, of course, love steak, but I eat lots of fish, I eat lots of chicken, and all sorts of things like that. So to have the flavours that you've got here as well is absolutely brilliant. To get pork into your diet, and to get to, you know, steak, and to get chicken, it gives you variety. So you're never going to be bored with these. And I promise you, you'll start off having good intentions. You'll say, these pies are big enough for one of us to, you know, to share one pie. 2 people can share one pie. And then after a meal, you might say, no. I think it's a pie each, actually.
It is.
Well, pie can be part of a meal as well, though, can't it? So you can put lots of other things with it. You can have your vegetables, and you can have your potatoes, and you can have your salad, and you can have it on its own. And you can have a pie, and you can divide a pie in half and have 2 different flavours.
And what you've got to remember is that this is all handmade. Nothing's actually made yet. It's all baked to order.
It's all going to be made as per the orders that come in. You can see, by the way, we've changed the item number back to the single option. Now, I would only recommend, and I'm sure, guys, you would agree here, I would only recommend you go for the single option if you're 110% sure you'll never want to buy any more of these pies that you see there, because otherwise you definitely owe it to yourself to stay in the auto delivery on the basis you can cancel out of it.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime, you know, up until obviously the dispatch time. So, again, auto delivery on the bottom of your screen if you want to take advantage of that.
Can I say one other thing as well? When they come, they'll come to the front door. Obviously, courier will bring them for you. And they'll be chilled and ready to go, ready to eat straight away or heat up. But every pie will be labelled, and all the heating instructions, all the freezing instructions, everything's on there. So when your box of pies arrive, you know exactly what to do with them. Trust us, We'll help you know what to do with the pies when they arrive.
And to get the best out of them, you would say don't microwave them.
You can't microwave a pie.
I think I was going to say, you know, it's not going to taste as good, is it?
It's soggy
You're not going to
pastry.
benefit from the quality
It's
if you do
soggy
that.
pastry.
I mean,
that's
if you
all.
insist on doing it, I don't think it's illegal, but you know, we don't recommend it. We love our
We think
pies.
it's cruel to a pie.
It's cruel to a pie. Remember, many of the pies you're looking at have won awards, haven't they? You know, this
Yeah.
is the great thing about it. Certainly, your pasties have won awards.
Oh, lots of
I'm looking at
awards,
Great
yeah.
Taste Award over there. I'm looking at bronze, silver awards. There's probably a gold for all I know there. I mean,
Those are
you've got
British
all
Pie
sorts.
Awards, yes. And we've just been...
It's tough competition, isn't it?
at these
Thousands
awards.
of products.
Loads,
Thousands.
yeah. So we've done very well.
Well done you and congratulations. And that's why, after 4 years, and I can say this without reservation, that the Real Pie Company is stronger now on QVC than it's ever been before in those 4 years because of what we're doing. Pasties. Now, everybody thinks of Cornwall when we come to a pasty, but in Sussex you had something to say about that, didn't you?
We've got our own variety of pasties. They're made in Sussex,
Yeah.
that's why we've got Sussex pasties and we've got a mixture here.
Yes.
So in this collection today, you've got 3 Mediterranean and vegetable pasty,
Right.
3 cheese, potato and onion pasty, which has smoked applewood cheese,
Wow.
mature cheddar,
Yep.
you've got some baby potatoes, you've got spring onions, some leeks, so you've got a pasty that's full of flavour, and then you've got the traditional Sussex pasty.
Yes. Which
and
is the minced beef.
Which is the minced beef.
Yeah.
Which is
Vegetables.
minced steak, actually, so it's...
It is steak.
It is, it
No,
is,
that's,
yeah,
worth,
so-
that's worth mentioning, definitely.
And then we also have brand new chicken ham pasty.
Oh, I haven't tried that
We
one.
Well, here
always
you go.
Looking forward to that one.
We broke into that one last night and
Yeah.
caused
Yeah.
havoc. didn't we? It
£27.
was lovely.
I mean, the first thing is I'm relieved that Charlie's left some pies. 803-588, because as I said, you had a really busy show last night. I mean, it may be that some of you are watching thinking, kicking yourselves, you know, watching the show last night, you might have thought, oh, we should have bought more. We've got, don't forget, this opportunity. So this is the new flavour for me as a pasty. Have I got the knife up the right way? Probably doesn't matter, that pastry is so soft.
It'll just cut straight
Look,
through
seriously,
it.
look at where you cut through. You can see wherever you
that.
see. Look, let me just turn that around.
Again, when you buy a pasty, normally it's this flat mess, and it's
Oh my
just...
goodness, look at that.
There's nothing much
Look
inside.
at the size of that chicken lump there for a pasty.
It's
My
not minced through,
goodness me.
it's a chunky pasty.
Look at it, I've got to cut it in
Through and
half.
through.
I can't even get it in my huge mouth.
That is actually very true. When you buy pasty, normally it is all sort of minced down and squashed down, whereas what we've done in this lovely chunky pasty is we've
Wow.
left, just like our pies, we've left lovely big pieces of meat in there, and it's
Again,
lovely breast of chicken.
It's chicken breast, it's white, it looks clean, you know.
God, it's
Some people
lovely.
with like chicken thigh, it's darker and it's
Yes,
quite
yes,
off-putting.
yeah.
So, you know, we only use the best cut, and
Yeah.
breast is so much better for...
And also, you're
pies
absolutely
and
right.
pasties.
When it's a redder meat, folks might be frightened that it's not cooked properly or whatever
Yeah.
because they think it's pink instead of red and so on.
Yeah, it's closer
With
to the
chicken
bone.
breast, yeah, absolutely incredible.
So that is delicious, and again, it's wrapped up in our very light, buttery pastry.
You can
know.
see how we forked, crimped
Yeah.
the pasty shut. I mean, look at all these pasties
All
here.
done by hand.
It's
Every
done by
pasty
hand.
looks
With a
different.
You can
fork
see
or
the
whatever.
fork marks.
Yeah, yeah.
Where we egg wash it afterwards, you can see where we forked it.
And the-
Every pasty's done like that.
yeah.
And we were saying some of the pasties are slightly different in shape depending who's made them, but
Yeah.
they have the same amount of ingredients.
Everything's
Absolutely.
weighed.
Nobody gets shortchanged.
Honestly, all the ingredients is weighed, so
You've got
everyone
six-
has the same amount in.
Yeah,
and-
there's 6 people making these pasties, so we've all got our own
Yeah.
little quirks
Yeah,
on,
little-
on,
yeah,
on
yeah.
how we make it, which means that what you'll get is actually unique. It's not mass
I
produced.
love that. I love that. That gives you, as you said, that sort of homemade feel about this. 12 you're getting, the 220 grams, the assorted pasties that you get in there as well. So the Mediterranean vegetables, that's obviously for the vegetarians there, but there's
Yeah.
no reason why the meat eaters can't eat
I
it.
like
Oh,
that
do you
one.
know that is it's beautiful when you open it up. There's
Just there we go on
different-
the screen.
You've got your different coloured peppers in there. So you've got red and green and orange peppers in
I
there.
think there's one just
I think
above.
this is one on the
you've
top,
got,
is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
you've got different.
Look at
It's a little bit of olive oil in there, a little bit of tomato. It really is a little bit of garlic as well. So you really tiny bit of garlic, but you really have got a Mediterranean flavour in there. And
So-
Saturday lunch, that is just spectacular. It's light and it's lovely. You go out shopping, come home, put a pasty in the oven, smell of it within 10 minutes. You just want to get in and eat it. Don't
Now,
you?
Brett and I obviously have massive appetites,
We do.
so we can manage a whole pasty, but I bet you there's a lot of people out there that one pasty would do 2 people.
You can divide it in half and you can even
Because
freeze
they are
it.
big pasties.
You can actually freeze it. The thing to do actually is to take one out of here.
Yeah. Less than 100 remaining of this fabulous selection. It's absolutely incredible. We're celebrating 4 years of the Real Pie Company here on QVC. I mean, look at the size.
If you take one out and look at my hand.
Well, it covers your hand.
And the pasty.
No, it does.
It's bigger than my hand, actually.
I reckon it's bigger than my hand.
It's 220 grams, so it's, you know, it is a substantial pasty. It's exceptionally good value for money.
Look there.
So you've got the,
the
chicken,
ingredients is fantastic.
and you've got gammon here. The gammon gives it its natural salt, so we don't add any salt. The chicken sauce is our own recipe, which we're not giving away any secrets today. You know, we keep that to ourselves.
Good.
And look, you can see how moist that chicken is. We cook it just right. Chicken can be so hard to cook. You can slightly overcook it and it's dry.
Yes,
You know, so there's an art there. There's perfection from the Real Pie.
And you source from Britain.
It's all British. All our meat, all our pork, whether it's pork, chicken, lamb, beef, whatever we're cooking in our pies, it's always British. And it's always the best that we can get hold of. It's high quality, low fat meat.
And I know yesterday we were doing something, he's got his mouth full of, I shouldn't answer
It's gone.
Who can blame him?
It never lasts for long, I can tell you.
Some of the ingredients you try and get locally, if you can possibly do that, because obviously Sussex has great farmland, as we all know. But it may be, as you said, that you want to go to the East Anglia for your chicken or whatever,
so
because
we
they're
go to
well
Norfolk
famous.
for all our chicken. We go to Scotland for all our beef. And we go to Sussex, our home county, for all our pork. So we try to keep things local. But, you know, we have to search the wider market to get the best cut.
Yeah, there you go. 803-588. New this week, the Real Pie Company, 12 assorted flavoured pasties, £27. Now, if you want to try the different flavoured pasties, I can highly recommend this. But what if you've said, do you know what, I've had the Sussex pasty in the past that's won awards, and I want to stick with just those. Don't fret. We can do that for you as well. This is the Real Pie Company traditional Sussex pasties. Are these limited or are they on? No, I didn't think so. They sold out again, did they?
We didn't show them yesterday.
Oh, thank goodness for that. 802-855-8 of the traditional Sussex pasties there, and these are beautiful. Your own recipe, again, packed pasties.
Award-winning.
And they are award-winning, aren't they? And was that a great taste?
Great taste and a British pie.
Wow. That honestly tells you how good they are up against very, very stiff competition. Top quality, and that's what we expect and have seen in the last 4 years from the Real Pie Company. We're always deciding, where should I stand? Should I be the thorn amongst the roses? Or, or should I stand this side here? What works best for our director? There, she likes that side there. Keep you away from Brett, she said. 803-288 is the item number. Now, we've been looking, of course, at gorgeous meat pies and a vegetarian pasty as well. But we've got for you individual fruit pies, £19.50. And
It's always my favourite bit. I love the fruit pies.
They are absolutely exquisite, aren't they? I mean, you think of pies and you do think meats and hearty pies, but look how delicate and beautiful these are. But you pack them again.
There's absolutely loads in here, and there's different flavours. So we've got different flavours. So you've got a couple of peach ones, a couple of just apple ones. It's everybody's favourite. You've got a couple of apple and blueberry. Absolutely lovely. Blueberries are so
You've
good
got
for
the
you.
sweet and the sour mixed together. It's a great combination.
You've got a couple of cherry, which is my favourite, and then you've got 2 rum and raisin. So nice selection of pies, all in this delightful sweet pastry.
I had a tweet through yesterday, and that was for the Christmas pie, wasn't it? And when are they coming back? When are they coming back? Apparently that's early October.
October.
First week in October, possibly, something like that. 803-288. So keep your eyes peeled, because you've got some amazing ingredients here that you've just run through.
Well, what I was going to say to you is, because I put this out, I made sure it was my favourite. So
Christine's favourite.
This is my favourite one, and it's the cherry one.
Oh, look.
And it is
Look at the redness.
gorgeous. It's Morello cherry, and it is great big fat cherries in there. And when you put them in your mouth, they're all squidgy and soft, but it's not overly sweet.
These
which is
are
lovely.
not the kind of little ones that you get mass-produced in the supermarket, which are fine. They're priced accordingly, I know. These are handmade.
They're about 90 grams in weight, so they're still quite a good size, but they're handmade, and the fruit filling that we put in there is
As it's your favourite,
to
I
die
think
for.
you should have,
Great.
you should have first dibs. But I
Great.
love.
Am I allowed to
cherry.
squash it?
Yeah, go.
I brought some cream for you as well,
Oh,
Dale, in
lovely.
case you're... would you like a little bit of cream
go
on yours?
Oh,
But it is going to be a bad time, but I'm going to bring in my rum and raisin. I've just got out the
Do you want cream on yours?
Yeah, go on.
rum and raisin. That's a
you are.
lovely.
Oh, no, come
wonderful.
on. You're being
And
tight.
you've just heated these through, Christine, have you?
All we've done with Brett's one is warmed it through. The one that you're eating, that we're sharing now, is cold. Because actually, hot or cold, I can't eat that much all in one go, shall I? I just can't wait to get in there.
It just melts in your mouth. It would melt in Julie Halliday's mouth, I'm sure. If she was around, that is.
Steady.
Oh,
I thought you'd never asked.
Come on, darling.
right.
Would you like hot or
Oh,
cold?
would I?
Cherry, rum and raisin.
Oh, I think I
you-
like the cherry.
Oh, it's
That's
lovely.
fine by me.
Go on, dive in.
It's
It
absolutely...
is exquisite.
Because
Do you
often
like sweet
fruit-
pies?
I do. I do. I like pies in total. I was watching in my dressing room when you had the meat pies on. I was thinking,
they're
oh,
amazing.
I've only got a salad for dinner.
Because often they're
amazing.
overly
There might be a
sweet.
pie left afterwards.
Oh, okay, thank you.
This
Yes.
is just heaven. It's my favourite bit.
Well, I think, can I join you in a little bit of heaven there as well? Now, do those ums into my mic, because yours isn't switched on.
They melt in your mouth, don't they?
They're wonderful,
Am I not
So-
switched on, did you say?
apparently.
Oh,
Lots of different flavours
I'll
there
just
for
eat
you.
pies then, shall I?
All these different flavours. So you might prefer your apple, you might prefer your cherry or your rum and raisin, but they're peach. They're all there. So
May I, do you mind?
go for it.
If I just have a
Look
little
at these
try?
big sultanas. They're great, big and juicy.
So
in
these
there.
are kind
Oh,
of
can
a
I didn't
bit of
realise
a,
I
bit of a
could have those. Can I
Caribbean.
try
dish.
them?
Yeah, go for it.
Thank
This
you.
is my favourite. You've got the kick of the rum there.
Wow.
It's become so popular, rum and raisin.
And it's a quite
that-
different sort of flavour and combination, but at the
That
moment
is
it's really
beautiful.
Who made that up? Isn't it lovely? So
That
we just
really
developed
is-
that. It was lovely.
But don't think, that you're gonna get drunk, eating
that's
one of
lovely.
these. But the
That's
flavouring
really
is
nice.
absolutely
Really Christmassy.
incredible.
There's a right balance there.
Yeah, perfect.
But you could have that with custard, you could have it with chantilly cream, you could have it with ordinary cream, just on its own, as a snack with a cup of tea.
Apple and
They're
apricot,
delicious.
peach, apple and blueberry, rum and raisin,
Yeah, she's
and
in-
cherry.
Oh,
You get
good.
2 of each of those. Now, before Jilly eats all the pies, he says, desperately, are you eating more pies tonight? Or are you...
I can't remember what I'm doing now.
You're in
You're
pie
on
heaven, you see.
QVC,
I've
and
got
it could be Northern Nights.
Northern Nights come out with today's special value in the
Lovely.
next hour. Cashmere Soft
Very
coming
nice.
up at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, with pie down it.
Oh, and I've got an hour off. I can eat some pies.
Well planned.
I was instructed to grab sausage rolls, but you haven't done those yet, have you?
Well, we did a selection with the sausage roll in it.
Right.
There's a sausage roll just over
Yeah.
there.
Is that right? I'll go around that way because I was instructed by backstage not to come back unless I've got a sausage roll.
Rude. But do you blame them?
lovely.
Absolutely not.
Right, I'm going now.
Lovely to see you.
Thank you.
It was worth coming, wasn't it?
Shall I take that off?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
She's worse than Alison Young. She's worse than Alison Young, I promise you.
So they are amazing, aren't they?
They are absolutely incredible. And if anybody, that knows me will say, well, Dale, I could have sworn you would have always have gone for the savoury pies because I love my meat and so on. But that is amazing. And what a great way to finish a beautiful meal, to have one of those, if you could manage a whole one, that is.
Well,
Got friends coming
but-
around. Well, I could probably, but...
And they're so easy because you just put them out like this with some fresh fruit, and you can, if you want to, you can put them in the oven. But how lovely to have your family after Sunday lunch, or and if you've got your friends around for an evening meal, just warm them up, and everybody will be fighting over the
And
flavours.
quality
They're fabulous.
ingredients that are essential, aren't they?
Yeah, Bramley
Absolutely.
apple, British apple in there.
Oh,
Gorgeous.
803-288, The Real Pie Company, 10 of the individual fruit pies there for £19.50. Absolutely gorgeous, I have to say. Now, remember, you can tweet me at Dale Franklin TV if you would like to do that. We'd love to hear from you. Send us pictures of your pies. That's or you can send us pictures of your empty packets because you've eaten all the pies. We don't mind. 803-288, The Real Pie Company, 10 of the individual fruit pies. Okay.
Who ate all the pies?
Now, we've got good news and we've got bad news.
Start with the bad news.
The bad news is these sold out last night. The good news is we have spoken to our friends at the Real Pie Company.
Just with some arms.
Brett and Christine has said, OK, we'll see if we can just move a bit quicker in that lovely little cottage-style kitchen because they are going to make some more for us. So thank you so much for that. Now, this is the Steak Lovers Variety Collection. You've not only got introductory price, but you are saving, is that nearly £6, £5.95, so almost £6 saving, because we're not going to charge you P&P either. So if you love steak, and wait till you hear some of the gorgeous concoctions here, 12 of these are on their way to you for just $37.32. We are advanced orders of the 6th of October, well worth waiting for. Now, you won't get these pies that we have here. They're not sitting up on a shelf or in a fridge up at Liverpool.
No.
These haven't been made yet, have they?
Nothing has been made yet. So we have got to go away from here tonight and make everything that's sold. So anybody that phones in, they can rest assured, again, same old thing, trust us, because we are going to go back to work tomorrow. We probably won't have any weekends off for the next couple of weeks.
Well,
but our team and us involved will be working every day to get.
And this is true, isn't it? Because I mean, the times that our buyers, I mean, I've been doing shows with these guys, and the buyers have been standing in the wings going, "Can we have another 200 or can we have another 300?" And you're going, we haven't got the time. We physically can't make them in time. So you know, when we get advanced orders, then take advantage of those as well.
So
let's find out what.
Remember also is that everything's delivered within 24 hours of being baked.
Wow.
So you can't get much fresher than that.
Absolutely.
We always say fresh is best.
And they arrive chilled?
Chilled, ready to eat, hot or cold. I prefer them hot. Some people have them as a snack, take to work. But you can freeze them for up to 6 months as well.
200 folks are on the phones ordering already.
I'm thinking
happy days. He's thinking, oh no.
We've got a lovely table full of different steak pies.
Right, where should we start, Christine?
You're going to be spoilt for choice.
You're going to tell us what flavour you think they all are.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I can't actually remember.
So I can tell you what's in this pack.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to get 2 steak and Guinness, 2 steak and kidney, 2 steak and field mushroom.
Oh, look at that.
2 meat and potato.
Look at that.
2 peppered steak and 2 steak and merlot.
I've got a feeling. I'm looking at that and I'm thinking that might be my favourite there. And Brett, you're not going to get it.
This is name the pie.
No.
Name the pie.
You can't have the
Name the
pepper
pie. No, it's clearly not that one.
Well, I'm going to get tucked into
They're
this one.
nice and warm. We've actually just got them out of the oven. What is nicer than a freshly baked pie?
Wow. Look at that. Look at that.
That is delicious. That is. I'm just thinking, is that steak and merlot?
Ah,
Because
he's done it.
Is
He's done it.
absolutely
Right on the nose. That's
delicious.
a good one. Yep.
Now, what have you got? Can I see pepper in there? You've done that on purpose.
No, it's not. I can smell what that one is. You can smell it.
They're very hot, I warn you.
I can tell what it is. As you open each one, you can actually smell
Let's open them
the
all up,
flavours. That's
because
steak
they
and
are.
Guinness, isn't it?
And what I love about this is these aren't prepared for television.
No.
These are what you will get.
Yeah, this is just what we've taken.
Very, very
taken
busy.
away with us today.
Look how that pastry cuts.
It's crispy.
Remember, you are
crunchy.
pre-ordering us. Oh, look at this. Just look at this. Packed. Look at the size of the chunks.
It's
I'm
not.
trying to find
the
the pepper
thing is,
steak.
what is nice? No, I mean, it's down to 2.
Right, it's got to be
No
this one.
fighting. No fighting.
Now, hang on, what's that beautiful aroma?
You can smell it.
I can. You know, I'm wondering if is that the ale?
Well, there is 2 in the pack, so
Beautiful.
It's good.
Beautiful.
It's not just the chunks, the size of the chunks, though. What's really important is how tender they are. That you just pull literally, if you put the fork in, which I'm going to do into your steak pie here, and I just literally, it will just fall apart.
Is that Merlot? Steak and Merlot.
You had Guinness there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that could be steak and merlot.
I think that might be. I was going to say,
Yeah.
there's just that subtle wine taste, but it is so subtle.
So that actually is steak and field mushroom.
No, it's not. It's
Is it
steak.
not? You can't have 2 Merlot together. Oh, you put 2 out.
You
I
get 2
should
in the
have.
pie, you get 2 in the pack. Honestly, the taste is exquisite. We are really, really
Look
busy,
at
as it
this.
says on the bottom of the screen. Please can you use Q-Cut 0800 52 42 32. If you want to tap the app on Android or iOS, Apple, you can do that. Please do go to qvcuk.com if you want to avoid those queues, if you want to make sure you're getting them. Remember, we're not making this up. We've got the bosses here. We're not making this up. We can't just say, yeah, another 1,000 of stock, because
No, we
you'll say
can't.
we can't make them.
We can't.
We definitely
We cannot
we're
make them.
absolutely honest when we say that we can't make any more.
Yeah.
That's enough.
It's
I kind of like that, though, because it reassures me that you don't have a factory half the size of Crawley. Do you know what I mean? You have your premises, you have 6 of you making these fabulous pies and pasties and sausage rolls.
We've got to have some time off.
We don't get very much of that though, do
Oh,
we?
you know, it's quite precious.
We just no, we just have a small team of people.
Like working at QVC.
We have a small team of people, and we are part of that team, and we're in hands-on when and help make these pies.
This is obviously for steak lovers, as the name suggests. You are talking about exquisite, packed pies. The pastry. I'm not a pastry lover, Brett knows that, but your pies are so delicious, and even down to the glazing that just makes them, as you said, it's thin. That egg wash glazing is just
Golden and
beautiful.
crispy,
They look
isn't it?
amazing as well as taste amazing.
I'm just eating the pepper steak.
I
it's
thought you.
gone. It's almost
I
gone.
thought you got it.
Because 37.32, we're talking free postage and packaging. You haven't got long to wait. I know it seems an eternity when you're starving, but 6th of October, it's not a long time to wait for the quality of these. My favourite is, and always has been, the peppered steak, because that recipe, all right, take it away, that recipe is exquisite. But now, I've never tasted the Merlot before.
Interestingly enough, one of the most popular steak pies we do is the steak and Guinness.
Yeah.
Sells
Well, I love
so many.
Guinness.
Steak and Guinness, steak and kidney. Well, in fact, that's why we put this steak pack together, because people really do love their steak pies. And when they have tasted a real pie steak pie, they come back for more, because they know they're going to get really good value for money, because we're going to put so much into that pie. It's going to make a lovely, lovely meal for them.
Now, to excuse my ignorance, but when we say field mushrooms, are those as opposed to ones that are grown in sheds, or is that a variety of mushroom?
It just means that there are very, very fresh mushrooms that we buy, and they're called field mushrooms because they're fresh.
So are they the ones with the flat caps on the top?
Yes, that's exactly right.
And they go so well with steak, don't they?
They do.
And what you've got to remember is we have a daily delivery of fresh vegetables, all sorts from Covent Garden in London, and that's daily. So you can't get any fresher.
No.
We're all about freshness.
Wow.
Fresh is best.
This is delicious, I must say.
We've all got our own individual
These
flavours.
are just beautiful. Oh.
Very difficult.
I
We're
can't
enjoying the
tell you.
pies.
Well,
Pie o'clock.
it's pie o'clock. It's always pie o'clock in my house. Honestly, this is such a treat. And what I love about it is the value for money when you consider the quality and the amount of the ingredients. 12 pies you're getting delivered to your door, ready to eat, ready to heat, ready to freeze. You choose one of those 3.
It makes
We've done all
life
the
so
work for them.
easy, doesn't it? So all the time.
And award-winning pies, that's the thing. When you get the Real Pie Company, they're award-winning pies, and those are judging, people that are judging, all I know, hundreds of different pies.
Oh, thousands.
I mean, there
of
must
pies,
be, everybody vying for that valued gold, silver or bronze, whatever it may be. There you go, look, there's a bronze there, there's a silver next to it, there's a great taste award on there as well. And these are from over the years, this isn't just something you've just achieved, is it?
Well, actually, these are from this year. Most of these are from this year. And
Great
the Great
Taste
Taste
Award
Award was last year, and it lasts for this year as well, so
Brilliant.
it goes for 2 years.
Absolutely
But
amazing.
the steak pack is really everybody's true favourite.
Advanced orders, you will absolutely love these when you get them home. £37.32, free postage and packaging. Enjoy that. Enjoy the Real Pie Company when you get home as well. Having friends round for dinner, just want to treat yourself. It'll be, let's save them for that special occasion, and then it'll be, oh, do you know what? I've got one of those pies in the freezer. I've done it myself so many times, and my friends never get to taste them. 803585. This is our anniversary selection. This is the 16-piece anniversary selection there. 43.36. So there was the pasties in there, the sausage rolls, the fabulous
Steak
pies.
and kidney, steak and mushroom, meat and
There
potato.
you go.
It's all in there.
Free postage and packaging, of course, and the award-winning Sussex pasties as well. Now, talking of Sussex pasties, if you've had them before, and that's... It's a wonderful celebration, 4 years, of course. I mean, we had a hugely successful hour last night. We're having another one today, which is brilliant, because I think it's testimony to the quality of the Real Pie Company, to the ingredients, the quality of the ingredients, and the way that you never feel shortchanged. And I'll be honest, there's nothing more infuriating than feeling you've been shortchanged on something, is it? If you think, oh, that wasn't worth it. When you get one of their pies, one of their pasties, in this case, It's packed. I mean, I'm guessing there must be, you know, some space, because when things are baked, they expand, don't they? But you seem to somehow pack them in such a way that doesn't really happen.
There's an art.
Yeah, we want to be different to everybody else, and we want to give value for money.
May
and
I?
Just go into
I mean,
this.
look at this one here. I mean, you're thinking that's all air in there. There's no filling, right? Okay. Well, in fact, I tell you what. There it is. Let me turn it around like that so you can see this, because I want you to see that. You watch this.
Lovely crunchy
I can smell the
pastry.
carrot and the sweet
Already. And look at that. There is no air in there. Look at that. Absolutely packed.
And you can
Minced, yeah.
see the freshness. It's minced.
Oh, I've spotted some air. Look, there's a little bit of air there. Look at that. Oh. I mean, seriously, that is incredible. And the taste is beautiful. And this, as you told us, is not minced beef, but minced steak.
Minced steak.
So it's minced brisket. It's swede, potato, turnip and carrot. So it's a traditional sort of pasty vegetable mix. But you'll see that, you know, you've got whole pieces of vegetables in there.
Yes.
But the smell when you open that pasty, because it's warm, is delicious. And then you've got this little peppery kick
Get
at
this
the end.
pasta out the way.
Let's
Make room for the pasty.
Let's get to the star of the
It's
show.
supposed to be a
I mean,
meal there.
seriously, look at that.
It has that lovely peppery kick at the back.
Yeah, but not too much.
No, but that's what a pasty is all about. That
Yeah.
we look for that, don't
Yeah.
we, in a
I mean-
Cornish pasty. So this is called Sussex pasty because we make it in Sussex, and it's 220 gram, and the filling in it is just
Now,
fab.
were these your first awards that you got for the Sussex pasties?
I think it was one of the first ones we entered, wasn't it? Yeah.
Amazing, isn't it?
We'll see why.
And so we've gone on, and every time we enter an award, we
Now, you pasty lovers, you Sussex pasty lovers, we have a great offer for you, auto delivery. So our details have now changed. The number has changed. If you just wanted 8, then you go for that other number that's now on the bottom of your screen. 802 590. Okay, that's if you definitely know you just want 8 of them. But if you're thinking, do you know what? I would love to have 8 of them as soon as you can get them to me, which should be 10 to 14
10 to 14 days.
Then in 60 days' time, I'd like another 8, and I'd like them at that introductory price, please. And then if you stay in the auto delivery program, because you can cancel out at any time, remember, another 60 days after that, you get another 8 of them, but with a little bonus.
You get a little Brett's bonus in that, so you get
Is that like a Brucey bonus?
It's like a bonus. I'm feeling generous, so you're getting 2 additional pasties for the same prices as what you're paying for.
So in other words, if you receive the 3rd drop, so first in 10 to 14, second in 60 days, 6 days after that, you get that 3rd drop, you actually get 10 pies for
10
the same
pasties,
price. Pasties, for the same price.
Absolutely.
Wow. But you can cancel out. But I tell you
you
what,
won't want to.
amazing.
Because once you start,
Absolutely amazing.
once you've tried this type of pasty, you don't want any other. This is what you'll be looking
Are
for.
these
This
your
is the flavour.
best sellers? Because I know you're not exclusive
Let
to
me tell you
QVC.
something here. The pasties, just for QVC alone, over the last 4 years, we have made over 70,000 pasties by hand,
Wow.
with a fork.
Wow.
70,000
Really?
pasties just for QVC.
There's something so smooth about these pasties. The way that they just work so well together. That little kick of pepper, which I love.
Those
Not
little-
so much so that I need to drink water now.
It's not over seasoned.
Not at all.
There's a right balance of the seasoning.
Carrots add a little bit of sweetness.
It's sweet potato, turnip and carrot. So in
Your
there
nips
is a
and
lovely
your nips
way,
and tatties are in there.
lovely way of hiding the vegetables and giving them to the children because they love pasties. You know, you can put this in your lunchbox or
Absolutely.
divide it in half.
Limited
Give
stock.
it to the husband to take on your golf course. I mean, this is very, very versatile. Have it for supper.
Forget
have
playing
it for
golf,
dinner.
I'll just eat my pasties.
Yep. So take your pasty. It's pasty on the go. It's lovely.
Oh, you know what? They are filling because, as you know, I've eaten many of your pasties. No, I have, and I do eat a whole one, and that's why I've got this stomach. But I absolutely, no, I do. I love my food. I get great pleasure from food, and that's why I get excited about doing shows like this. Because, you know, if I was standing here and I'm thinking to myself, well, that's a lot of money for what you're getting. They're not packing them very high. I'm not going to be a happy bunny, and you're not going to be happy when you get them home. But when I stand here, I see all the awards paraded in front of me. I see the amount of quality ingredients that are in there. And I look at it and think, these are just like homemade, if I was skillful enough to make them, which I'm not. They are there for me. They're delivered, you can see the price on your screen, for £5.95. But they're delivered ready to eat, ready to heat, or ready to freeze. And you obviously know your lifestyle and how you'll go with that. Perhaps you want to keep 4 in the fridge straight away, heat up a couple that night, freeze the other 4, whatever. Defrosting, important question. Do you prefer leaving them out on the countertop or put them in a
My
fridge?
recommendation, and the top tip really, is to take them out the night before, leave them in your fridge overnight to defrost naturally. And the reason being is because they're so crammed to the crust that if you try to cook from frozen, you could dry the filling out a bit, because you're cooking straight from a frozen product. We always say fresh is best, let it defrost naturally.
And that actually is the same with all the pies, the sausage rolls, the pasties, it's everything. We recommend that it goes into the fridge overnight
Even
to
the fruit
defrost.
pies?
Yeah, just let them go into the fridge to defrost overnight and then reheat them. Always reheat them and then sit down and have a feast, a pie feast.
Wow. Or a pasty feast.
Yeah.
It's entirely up to you. They are wonderful.
Don't they smell gorgeous?
The smell
Yeah,
starts it off.
Yeah, no, it's
You're
lovely.
absolutely right. The minute, you know, okay, my big nose was over it at the time, but the minute you cut into it, those aromas.
I love
Just-
making these in our kitchens because the smell, we get visitors in, they're like, what's that smell? I said, that's the pasties cooking.
That's your pasties. Those are your Sussex pasties. We don't have many pasties left. Less than 2 dozen. Are they baker's dozens? 802 855. £17.64. The bad jokes continue over from Andy's Food Fest. 802 855. Now, if you're somebody who is fed up with the same thing for lunch every day and you want to treat yourself, we've got the Real Pie Company 7-day lunchtime variety pack.
Yes.
And very thoughtful of you to produce this for us. £18.24. What are we getting here?
Well, it's a nice small pack, so if you are just on your own or you don't have a lot of room in your fridge and your freezers, this is a lovely pack, nice selection. So you've got not so many pieces and you've got a couple of our lovely pasties that we've just gone through. We've got
so they're the Sussex ones.
Sussex pasties, and you've got a couple of our fantastic Cumberland sausage rolls.
Nice.
And you've got a steak and Guinness pie, because I did say earlier on that's one of the
Excuse
top
fingers.
selling.
Here are the fabulous sausage rolls at the back.
We've got a pork, bacon and parsley pie in there.
Right.
And we've also got a chicken and a ham pie. So, real favourites. If you put those, if you order that pack, there's going to be one in there that you're going to love.
And look at that one there.
Yep.
What's the difference between the oblong and the round pies? Is it just the tradition with the flavour?
Normally we put steak in the oblong ones and chicken in the round ones. And this is
Look
the
at
pork,
that.
bacon and parsley pie.
Oh, I must try that. I can. I must try that. Where am I? I've used up so many knives and forks.
If you look at this, you can actually see all the fresh parsley. That's all been chopped up in there. We've got beautiful pieces of pork in there. Again, absolutely just melts in your mouth. And it's pork shoulder that we use in there. And then it's got a parsley sauce. And actually, about
beautiful.
about
Is that
6 months ago.
There.
That's gammon.
Yes.
Look at
yeah.
this.
Smoked bacon.
Oh, the smoked bacon, and it just gives it.
Ah,
that
the
little-
smoked bacon
yeah,
gives it the salty
that
flavour that it
beautiful-
needs.
But it's natural flavour.
It
It's
is
natural
natural.
salt, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
not that sort of added salt flavour.
But this is a
These are
pie that
incredible.
we developed, literally. We just worked on these flavours to bring them
Hold
together.
that thought, Christine. Breaking news. The pasties have sold out. Well done if you got yours.
Oh, they've got
802 855. There are Sussex pasties in this collection.
There are.
If you feel that your life is not complete without a Sussex pasty, we've got 2 in this collection. Were they Sussex pasties in the first?
In the
selection as well?
first, yeah.
Thought so.
So there's
Okay.
plenty of opportunities to get your pasties.
Still get your pasties, and they are worth going.
And
for,
it's
I
because
promise
they're
you.
so popular, we have
Yes.
put them in different packs because we know they're one of the items that
What
a
people
lot
want.
of your people want.
So
Yeah, a
look-
lot of the
look at
customers
this.
want.
Absolutely.
That is an amazing pie, isn't it?
And
Pork,
that's
bacon,
West
and
Sussex pork. It's pork shoulder. It's 90% lean. We've got a team of butchers that trim and dice all our meat before it even comes into our kitchen. So we know it's lean. There's no gristle. There is no fat. It's pure meat.
Yeah. And that's kind of, if you go way back, the origins of the pie company was, the essence was knowing good butchering to get the right meat, knowing how to make the pies, getting the pies like homemade.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you've done. And all these years later, you're still doing that.
and that's why
nothing's
we've got
Yeah.
we've got such a good following, and that's why when we come on QVC we do really well because people trust
Yeah.
the pies that we make. They know that if they order from us, they're going to get something that they're going to absolutely love and share with their friends and family.
And
They'll
what
be
keeps us
proud
going
to, yeah.
is the reviews, the phone calls, the emails
Oh,
that we
love
get
it, yeah.
to say, your pies, where can I get them? They're amazing. You know, literally after a show, we get so many people saying how great they are, and that's what makes us proud producing these pies.
And what's brilliant is that we have great selections. As I said, you know, the Real Pie Company doesn't just exclusively make for QVC. Obviously, they do make for selected retailers around the country. But we give you some great pack prices. We give you delivery to your door.
Oh,
and that's so
the
important,
courier
isn't it?
brings them to your door. You don't even have to go to the shop to buy them.
Yeah.
Literally, we'll bake them, freshly bake them, put them in a polystyrene box.
Yeah.
The courier will bring them to your door, and within a day or two of them being baked, you're eating the lovely pies that we've made for you.
Absolutely. Okay, we are moving across to our final item, or items. My producer James's favourite. He loves sausage rolls, and until you've tasted a Real Pie Company sausage roll, you haven't tasted a sausage roll. These bear no resemblance to what I grew up eating.
No.
When I used to go to the local swimming baths, it was my treat to have a sausage roll, and I assure you, it probably had, if I bought 50 of them, I probably wouldn't have had as much filling in one of these. That's a little window into my life. Don't know why I did that. That was my life over there. 803-590. These are absolutely incredible. And again, may I do the honours? Because you can see it. Let me move that, if I may, just so that you can see. There you go. Less than 50 of these now remain. And when I say less than 50, times that 50 by 9, because you are getting 9 of them, of course. And look at that crisp, succulent pastry, all handmade. And just look at this. This is just for you, James. Look at that. Look at that.
There's no air. It's crammed.
Let's get all this green stuff out the way.
Oh, that's the vegetables.
No,
That's
get out the way.
hamburgers.
That's cramping my style. That is. Get out. There you go. That's better. Look at that. Wow. Tell us about that filling.
Smell that one as well. You go.
So you've got pork and sage here. So you've got, again, pork shoulder, which is minced through. It's very lean. You've got a bit of a Cumberland seasoning there.
Look, I just want to take that out for you to show you. Look at that.
Other sausage rolls from, dare I say it, the garages and things are almost half the meat content.
So you'll only get about 36% meat in a sausage roll normally, and you've got about 90 in ours. So when you're eating a sausage roll, you're actually eating meat, which is really lovely. It's a bit hot.
Really hot.
So beautiful minced pork.
Thank goodness they're limited stock.
Yeah, have some water.
Bless you. I was trying to talk while I was eating. It was a bad move right from the start.
Down the wrong.
Oh, that is delicious. Oh, look at the sausage roll. It's better than a choking presenter.
It actually is delicious. We'll carry on eating it. Are you ready to talk now, or shall we?
Yeah, no. It literally went down the wrong hole, and it's so funny. Chris on camera 8 could see it coming. He was already laughing.
The water
No
was on
first
its way.
aid there.
And you know, you might think that we specially prepared this sausage roll. We haven't. Let me cut into just another one. I'm taking it out of the pack. I'm just going to pop it here. No one's going to.
Oh, careful.
So these. Oh, don't worry about it.
So you've got the flavours that you're
So
going to
these
get.
are as taken out of the packaging.
Yep.
You know-
So when they arrive, each one will be individually wrapped, so you know exactly what flavour it is. And you'll get 2 pork, leek and sage.
Oh,
Now, you see?
Sage.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
but it's all the way through. It's not just sprinkled on top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can cut it sideways
Keep
if you
cutting.
like.
Yeah.
Pork and sweet chilli. Now we've sold out, but the good news is there is some advanced orders. 6th of October, I believe. Not long to wait.
No,
Well
just need
worth
a little
the
bit
wait.
of time
Well
to,
worth the
to
wait.
make them.
Well
But
worth
you've got to
the wait.
clear that first order, haven't
Yeah.
you?
You've got
And
to
then
do
you
it.
can get onto these for us as well. I mean, these are absolutely now. I'm just trying to guess from looking at the end
can look at
what
you
some
can
of
see
the
the different
flavours are.
colours, can't
Yeah.
you?
So that's a sweet chilli.
Oh, a sweet chilli.
Chilli one.
Do you mind if I?
No.
I just
My
want
pack
to see
shot's
what...
just been destroyed.
It has. I do apologise, but we're probably going to sell out anyway. So
We're just going to cut that.
I'm just going to cut that if I may. I'll try not to go
So-
through our table.
If it's the
There you
pork
go.
and sweet chilli, you'll see it becomes a little bit pinker
Look at that.
because of the chilli in it.
Look at the amount of meat that is in there, the quality of the meat, and that is just incredible. Amazing.
And there's no
the-
white bits.
I was
in
just
there,
going to say that. Normally,
which is the fat from
Yeah.
the shoulder or the pork belly that
Yeah.
traditional sausage rolls are made from when you buy in a garage or
yeah.
mass produced.
In other words, it's inexpensive. We're not taking it
Cheap.
too seriously. Let's just.
got a
These
mixture
are
of
more of a
cuts.
gourmet sausage roll, aren't they?
if you want a quality sausage roll,
Yeah.
that's where. If you're going to have friends round and even slice a little bit up with, have
Yeah.
a few drinks and a nibbly bits, you could put these out.
But that's
You wouldn't want to
really
put those other
trendy
ones
thing
out.
to do now, isn't it?
Oh,
It's like when you
lovely.
go to the sort of the gourmet pubs and so on. You know, it's kind of that lovely rough and ready, but the food is exquisite, and I love that. That sort of that idea of kind of ploughmans and things, but just sort of jazzing it up. Now there's less than 100 on our advanced orders. Okay, Christine, Brett, and 6
Five
other
others.
Our
people
little team.
make these.
Us in a hand.
And that's why we can't just say, yeah, we can order another 1,000. We wish we could at QVC. Make no bones about it. You know, QVC loves to reorder as big as we can. When you deal with the Real Pie Company, they say, we have our limits.
We do.
You can only physically make so many.
They try to twist
and I
our
like
arm,
that.
but
I
you know,
like
we
that.
can't.
Well, I know they do, because I've spoken to our buyers. So, you know, when we have a show, when we have great prices, take advantage of that. Get them home, see what all the fuss is about, see why they've won all these awards, and probably a lot more that we're not showing you here today as well. Christine, a pleasure as always.
Lovely,
Brett,
thank
lovely
you very
to see
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks
Great
for
fun.